Morning, everybody. Grab a cup of coffee and a donut or three, and let's do some switching. Let's catch the train coming under the Route 23 overpass. Using the NW2 today. So part one, we're just going to switch Wearever. Basically, we have to swap two boxcars for two boxcars. I've got a little bit of addition I want to put on at the end, and I don't want to keep it too long of a video. So now we're standing on the overpass. So we have to pull up past the switch. Gotten a lot of positive comments about how they like it when I just try to show only the layout and not like the fascia and things like that, or the lights. I tried to do that as much as possible in this video. Maybe a couple little places where you'll see a corner of it, but I'm a lot more, I guess, aware of it now since people have pointed it out. We're just going to go ahead and push the two cars that we pulled back down and couple them onto the train. We'll use those as the buffer for switching Union Spring, but we'll be going so slow we probably don't really need a buffer anyhow. But I'm out on the deck. That was my neighbor yelling at his dog. So we're just going to spot the two boxcars at the P&W door 2 and the L&N at door 1. Now we're getting some more real world sounds. I don't know if you heard that thump, thump, thump. That was Ferdinand. That's what he does when he wants out. Or in. So he's at the back door. All right, we've spotted the cars. Now we're just going to back down and couple onto the train. And I'll end it here because I want to talk about a little bit of scenery work I'm doing And also I found some more information about handbrake setting. I actually did find a table that says how many handbrakes to set. It's a Canadian national rule, but I'm sure that most of the railroads are fairly similar to that. So as soon as he couples on, it'll be the end of the switching. Again, have a little scenery work and that table, and then I'll show Chance and Jazzy at the end, just for a minute. I was searching online and I found a CN customer handbook, and it's got some great information on it. So let me show you a couple of pictures out of it, specifically regarding handbrakes. So here's the basic rules for applying handbrakes. So like I said, there's always going to be a handbrake. If there's one car, there's one handbrake. But this is the basic rules. This is, it says on tracks with a grade greater than 0.4%. Please refer to the appendix on page 24. This is the appendix. It's some pretty deep stuff. Notice it's got the average grade is equal to or less than across the top. It's got the tonnage of the train down below, and that tells you how many handbrakes to put on. So I'm not quite going to get into it this deep. I don't think I'm ever going to be abandoning a whole train on a main line anyhow. So I have to go to the handheld here. I had told you that I was thinking about unabandoning this spur, and I am. I've got all the static grass and everything off of it. It's a chore. I've got to redo the grade crossing, everything. But that's where the spur for Miller is going to be. Don't know if I'm going to actually lay it closer because it's a little bit far away from the building. I may actually rebuild the building. But I am going to take the door off over here at the building anyhow. So what I could do is I could actually change the building out. I also want to point out the billboard. So my great uncle, about 1920 in Chillicothe, started his own paint and wallpaper store. In 1980, it was still there, but he had been retired. By that time, he was, approaching 80. He'd sold it, but it kept the name Placers, and the slogan was the paint store on Paint Street. Had a script sign like that. Well, my brother-in-law, I showed him a picture of the sign, and he made, on Photoshop or whatever, he made this billboard. So I thought that's really about the only place I could put a billboard is along Route 50. So it's another advantage of making the spur active again, is that opens that up. Because remember, I had some trees blocking the end of the building, blocking the spur. So now I have a place to show that. Pretty cool. And I'll end this with a little video of Chance and Jazzy. Chance is on the left, Jazzy's on the right. A lot of people get them confused. But they're both doing well. Chance is really, really doing well. I was hoping they were going to start playing here, which is why I turned the video on, but they didn't. But anyhow, they're both doing well. So hope everybody enjoyed this, and stay safe.